Is a mother tongue exactly the same as a native language? Someone just told me mother tongue is exactly the same as native language. I may be wrong, but I think the first one is not a good translation. Am I wrong?
Mother tongue and native language mean the same thing. Both words share an etymology. I missed this fact earlier, and my thanks to the sharp-eyed commenters who caught it.
Mother tongue and native language are set phrases that both refer to the language one has started learning from birth. One generally associates mother with tongue and native with language, but it is sometimes found the other way round. Language and tongue are here synonyms. I would say mother or native is not identical though. When using native, the reference is more to the country nation. When using mother, the reference is to the parent, mother or father, which gives it a warmth and personal relationship that the word native doesn't have. I found a sentence that I think can explain what I mean about native and mother, although native being used here in association with country. As a parent living far from my native country, I have often experienced the fear that my children would not learn their mother language well. In this whole text, the use of mother tongue is not identical, and I doubt the person who wrote it would have used native language or native tongue, where she used mother language.
Mother tongue and native language have similar meanings and are often actually interchangeable, however there is a subtle difference. Native language refers to the language of the area the person grows up in. For example, growing up in the United States, your native language would be English. It's the language used every day everywhere you go by the vast majority of the people there. Mother tongue refers to the language of the family you grew up in. The language your parents spoke in the house, or to each other out and about if applicable. Often, parents will use the same language as that of the region, parents in the US speaking English, however it can differ. Take for example a family of immigrants from Mexico to the United States. In their house and with family/friends they may use Spanish. But at school, restaurants, stores, etc. they would use English. In this case, the native language is English and the mother tongue is Spanish. Typically, the two will refer to the same language, in which case they are interchangeable. However, in some cases they may differ.
Multilingualism adds a questionable level of complexity to the established equations. If we were to define the terms based on today's demography, then it sure is relevant to consider the following. Unfike monolingualism is a thing of the past. Wiki states, one can have two or more native languages, thus being a native bilingual or indeed multilingual. The order in which these languages are learned is not necessarily the order of proficiency. For instance, a French-speaking couple might have a daughter who learned French first, then English, but if she were to grow up in an English-speaking country, she would likely be most proficient in English. Wiki defines the concerned terms by establishing a differential approach. Defining mother tongue. A native speaker is defined according to the guidelines that
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.